was it really wasn't that crowded up there, and it's interesting being up there, especially at sunset, because everyone that was there was pretty much looking at this end, right, looking south, looking at the Strip, because that's the one thing everyone knows when they come here. We know the Strip, but we don't know what else we're looking at. So the other 270 degrees around the top of the Strat were pretty much empty. Both ways. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, that drive, man. I've done that drive many times. It is brutal. I wish they'd hurry up and just build the interstate that they keep talking about, you know, finishing Interstate 11 and getting it over with, Tobin, finally, to bypass those little towns and stuff like they did with Boulder City finally, right? And completed Interstate 11 around Boulder City, so you didn't have to go through that town and all of its little tourist traps. So, Tobin, did you see the video about the struts on the Strat yet? Or Strat struts? Strat struts. Strat struts. Because I tried to look at it, being right there at the base, I couldn't tell a thing. So whatever they've done, they've covered it up pretty well. It's yeah, it's no, not yet. Okay, I thought I said it. I'll have to take a look at that when I get home, because I wanted your thoughts on it, because I couldn't tell anything looking up at it. But the Strat it's showing its age, and in my humble opinion, it is kind of showing its ownership in terms of it being owned by the same group that owns PT's Pub locally, because some of the PT's pubs are really, really nice. Others are not something that you would describe that way. And you can kind of see the age inside the Strat. Some of it just looks a little bit, you know, like definitely in need of a renovation. There is the world's largest gift shop right there, Bonanza Gift and Souvenir Shops. General store, gift shop, mini market, liquor store. You're absolutely right, pretty mama. Yep. And that one only, what is it going on? It'll be 30 next month, right? Opened to 96, or next month, next year. It'll be 30. Yeah. Strat definitely showing its age. Oh, this guy. Walgreens right here at the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard. Whereas the one up here at Charleston and Las Vegas Boulevard is closed and has been closed for some time. T-shirts, 4 for $9.95 right there. You see the City of Las Vegas arches. Oh, you could? Okay. I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, these arches are pretty cool to be out here in front of. And then the showgirls over there. It was really windy that night too when I was walking over there over to the showgirls. I'm like, wow, this is freezing. It was really cold. But you can see Main Street here as it forks off to the left to head downtown. That's actually due north right there, because we're heading northeast here on Las Vegas Boulevard. Las Vegas Boulevard started curving a little bit back there by Harrah's. The arches were installed, so Tobin, please help me here. I think that was 2020 or 2017. Because the showgirls and the arches were right around, well, not right around the same time, but they were pretty close together, I think. But the arches are definitely a great selfie spot. Great spot to go in there and get in front of. It's just, it's right out in front of the Strat, and that's what keeps a lot of people away, unfortunately. Come down here to Oakey Boulevard. L-A-K-E-Y. And this Arco over here selling regular unleaded for $3.55 a gallon, cash price, or $3.65 for credits. Peppermint Hippo, Gentleman's Club there. And then here's another fork in the road. 4th Street cuts off to the left here to head due north. No problem, Linda. Yeah, I think it was right. It wasn't too long ago. Yeah. Because I remember it was right around the time of COVID. I thought it was 2020. Coolsville Tattoo. So they're the home of the $10 tattoos. I don't know if you'd want a $10 tattoo on your body. That probably would not be a good financial or life decision, in my opinion. As we approach Charleston Boulevard here, major east-west artery, and the 7-Eleven over here. Shout out to 7-Eleven, man. 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. Completed in 2020. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I thought it was right around COVID. Yeah. Yeah, so the Showgirls were probably 2017 then. I believe. Something like that. There's the billboard for Haunted Museum, which is actually right over here off to the right. And it was what? 56 bucks or something like that to get in? On that Saturday night we drove in there. 56 bucks to get into the Haunted Museum. Oh, thank you, pretty mama. You're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so for such a big corner, big intersection, to have a Walgreens that is no more. It says there's going to be a furniture store there, but it said that for a while. An auto title loans and payday center over there, and then a closed up Gateway Motel, it says there, behind a chain link fence. Such a big intersection that doesn't have anything on it. In between the Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street down here, the 1.8 miles it is between Fremont and at least the Strat, even though Clark County does not acknowledge the Strat as being part of the Strip. Oh, look what I'm passing here. I forgot all about this. So here, I always like to pull in here for our viewers who may not be chatting. Oh, there's a Genesis G90. This, if you've seen History Channel's Pawn Stars, may look familiar to you. This is their building right here. And this is Rick's Pawn Plaza. $2 plus tax street tacos, it said there. And there's Rick. Oh, well, the LED's not, it looks like it's washed out in the video. Apologies for that. Sew.co, S-E-W, so. Apparel, handbags, sewing supplies, and classes, it says there. Roasted chicken and #1 barbecue in Nevada. Put some South in your mouth, it says. And the pawn shop is actually a fully functional Pawn Star. It's a pawn shop. It's open 24 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out here. And there is the front there. Someone that looks like Chumley walking out here in front. That's kind of funny. I had a viewer say that he went in there one time and Chumley was actually in there. But that's the only one that anyone's ever seen in there, I think, because usually they close it when they're actually doing filming. And I've read now that they do a lot of the filming at another location, like a studio or something now. I haven't seen it in recent years, so I'm not familiar with how they're doing it nowadays. But it was fun back when it first started, but then you just started to see them lowball everybody. And for me, it was just like, okay, this is not fun. Best I can do is $10. Or whatever the price was that he would tell people. But I got a picture in front of one of the there's a Canon that someone sold there. Got a pressure washer here on the right. Don't want to get near that. And it was a cannon from like World War II or something. Well, no, not from World War II. From like the Civil War or something. And so I was able to get a picture standing next to that thing because I saw that episode and I thought, oh, that's cool. But other than that, what was it that... Hey, Diana, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go up here to Stewart and make a left. So this is packed, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a lot of traffic down here compared to previous Saturday nights, because we're usually down here right at this time, right? 7:30. And it's usually packed. Yeah, this is this is interesting. Down here on Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. Yeah, I read somewhere that even Rick Harrison has said it's a pawn shop that sells t-shirts, or it's a t-shirt shop that doubles as a pawn shop or something like that. But everything in there is so overpriced, so very expensive. I mean, you really have to want something to say that you got it from there. Absolutely, Joseph. Yep, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it was just he started to become kind of callous about it, right? I mean, because it was like, best I can do, whatever, and it was like, oh, but you could tell this guy has some, whoever's selling it has some real emotional attachment to it and stuff, and you can't. There's no price on emotional attachment for people, but for someone that is looking at something objectively, you're not going to be able to do, you can't price that in. And all that. And you're absolutely right, Joseph. Yeah, but it just became to where it was like, God, you're like hurting these people's hearts. Main Street Station right there in front of us, not to be confused with the other station casinos around town. Which brings me to a very important point. Vegas Unlocked. Welcome. Thank you for being here, guys. Right on. Vegas Unlocked was just down here last night. They do some awesome live streams down on the Strip on Wednesdays, and then they're down here on Fremont on Friday nights. So please throw them a like and subscribe if you haven't already. They're very, very awesome people. They come down here and on the Strip, and they just have fun. And that's what I think this whole thing should be. The whole live streaming thing.